gets me every time.
Hey everyone, Dave from Statfreaks, and welcome to another episode of Insights. Today's episode is focused on our race card template, which we're launching for VIP members. To have access to this file, you need a Greyhound monthly VIP membership, which is available from our website. So it will be available for download from our members portal. We will add a button in shortly, which will pretty much have all downloads that we make available. We're just working out whether we put it under tabs or up here, probably both. So you need to have Microsoft Excel installed. I'll load up a blank template to show you what it will look like. Now the password will be available for the file in the members area. So when it first loads up the template, macro Excel, so which means it'll provide a warning here, just need to click enable because it enables all the buttons and the functions. If you need some help with the template and you're a VIP member, click here and it'll take you to the support page in your members area and simply contact us. If you need Excel training and technical support for your computer with Microsoft, then contact our IT support partners and we'll be available to help you out through that channel. You do need to run this Windows 7 or newer and Microsoft Office Excel 2010 or newer installed on your machine. The first thing you want to do is you download the template, save it to a place on your computer. You then want to download one of the CSV files for a meeting from your members area in Statfreaks. So one of the data files, which is the non-PDF looking one, which has got the little chart in there. So you download that to your PC, and I'll go through one I sort of prepared earlier, but here's Bendigo. You load up that file, so open up that file, click on the little arrow here, or press Control A on your keyboard. It selects everything. I like to click the arrow up here, selects everything. Click the copy button up here, and then go over to the template, and there's a data tab down here in the bottom left, and basically you just want to paste it all there so it has everything all there for you, and then go back to the control tab and click here to update the race sheets. So it'll give you a warning saying, yes, look, I'm going to create all the race sheets. If you've got any previous race sheets, I'm going to update and remove and override everything. So click yes, and the little arrow will flash a few times. Give it a few seconds. Wait for this to pop up, which will say race sheets ready, and we have now all our race sheets for each race nicely prepared. Real quick, nice and easy. I've loaded up a race, and I'll switch over now to one which we've already prepared, which is pretty much Bendigo. But what I've done with this one is I've gone through and I've rated each of the runners myself with a dollar value, and then I've gone and grabbed the market prices available at the time, and then pretty much done that for each race. Now I did sort it. You've got sort functions down here, so you can sort by box, sort by SFR, sort by ESR, which is the early speed. You've got the number of runners in a race, the field quality, data quality, distance, and all the standard things. You do have an area here to enter your comments, so you can put a comment for the entire race and say something like, I don't like this race, or this race is great, you know, this watch for this, etc. It's pretty much just type in is a great race, whatever you pretty much like. Then you can put a comment for each horse, so I just might say A+ runner, really like this. Oops, don't put equals or plus, or A+ like that. Follows a formula. So basically you can do that for each runner, and then go through and price each of the runners. So the way it works is you enter the price here that you think it'll be, whatever you rate it. I rated this one $1.50. The market had it at $2.98, and it works out a percentage out of 100 basically when you type in a price. So my $1.50 is my rated price, convert that percentage out of 100, 67% chance of winning. This was the market, had it a 34% chance of winning. This is a difference, so I rated it $1.48 shorter than the market. I put on $10 and it won, and I got a return of $19.80, which is 10 multiplied $2.98 minus the 10. So that's as simple as it gets. Now up the top here I've got the total. As I populated my own market, it did populate a score up here, so I targeted 100%. So if I start fiddling around with prices in here, let's say I change that to $8, you can see that's gone to 103, and then I might put that at 50, 103, 50, 104. So as you can adjust, it adjusts the market with you. So if I don't like those runners, I try and get it as close to 100% as I can. Almost there. Don't like that one, and then might put $9. So that's how that works. As you adjust prices, and the same with the market. This is telling me that at the time I put in these prices, the market percentage was 133%. So it's pretty crazy, massive difference. And that's a very high market percentage, but that's just an example. Now this is there, but it's not active just yet. This will be designed to reshift your market percentages here. So if you wanted to shift up, let's just say a certain percentage, 105, it'll put that 105. It'll bump up these percentages here, and then the idea is in the future we're going to add an additional column, so it'll provide a staking price at 70%. So that's coming, but that's just there. So not active yet, but it's there for us in our further development, and that's the same with the market. You'll be able to shift some prices. So I've increased it by 10%, and it basically shifts the percentages there. Total invested in this race, so if you invest more money into the race, it'll do that for you, and then total profit and loss, so it deducted the 10 because that didn't win. So you can use this at the moment for one selection of, or you can select multiple winners in a race, or you can totally transform and just use place prices only. It'll work. At the moment it doesn't support win and place in one, which we'll get to eventually, but that's what it does. So as you go through each race, you can see I go through race 2, race 3, race 4, race 5, race 6, race 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. And what I did was, just as a quick test, the first, when I sorted it by SFR and then I rated the races, the first one that came up green from top to bottom, I pretty much went and sort of backed, and that's how I just populated this sheet and went through it. So it's real handy, and you've got some functions here to sort further. So you can sort it by your rating, or you can sort it by your market by clicking that button, and it'll sort it by the market as well. So you've got all those ability to sort through everything. And then once you've finished up for the end of the day and you've popped in all your prices and whether it won or it lost, it's just a 1 or a 0, it'll go through, and then on the control sheet it'll provide a total breakdown of each race. So I think race 8 there wasn't a bet, and that's why it's 0, but then there's the rest of it, and it'll total together the profit and loss for you on the day. So it's quite handy. This function here, which is the zoom setting, I'll just go back to the template for that one. So what it does is, on my computer with my screen, it works well having it at 90, and that's just this setting down here, 90. So if you change that setting, let's just say to 100, it increases the size, but that's just a little time saver, so you don't have to go through and adjust. So when you first create the template and you put in the data, just see which one works for you. If you've got a fairly small screen, you might set that to 100, and then click race update. It'll go through, and you want to do this at the very beginning. You don't want to do this after you start working with the data. You can see it's made everything a lot bigger. Then if I went back and put this to 80, or I'll do 70, which is a bit more extreme example, it'll go through and put everything to 70, so a lot smaller. So it's really what works for your computer, and what works for you. So I'll just set that back to 90. And there you go, it's on 90. So we will add some extra functionality to this area where you just be able to run this section on its own, separate from this. So just keep in mind, if you do populate your race card on the day, the best way to remove scratchings is just literally just delete it, just like that. You don't need to do the rank, it'll re-rank it for you. So I'll just scroll back and I'll show you that again. The rank's automatic, so if you adjust the SFR on this one, and you gave that a -1, you can see it re-ranks it. It's 5th, and then if you sort it, it'll sort that there. So if you want to realign a runner, simply because you might have done some further analysis, you just need to adjust the SFR. I think it works for this one as well, yeah. So you might find, well, you think this runner is going to come out quick. You can do that as well and pop that up to 3. It'll realign that, and you can re-rate it. So they're just the things to keep in mind, that you can do that. When you need to delete a scratch runner, or you want to remove a runner from the race, just simply select up to here, which is SFR. You can't delete the ranks, the calculations, so you just need to delete the values that are populated, and that'll work that way. So that's the easiest way to do it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's our Greyhound race template. We have one for horses as well, which we're releasing, so feel free to check out that file as well if you're a VIP member. Please, any feedback or request or feature request, please submit via the contact form. If you want to do it privately or post, we're going to have a dedicated post area in our chat form for these templates for feedback and discussion. So don't be shy, please provide as much feedback as possible, because it will help us really drive the direction of this template and improve it for our members. Thanks for listening, and keep safe during this period. We're in COVID 2020, so hopefully this tool provides our members something to sort of help pass the time. It's pretty tough for all of us right now at home, especially in Victoria right now, but keep safe and see you soon.